Well, good day to you all those who are interested in artillery matters. Today I want to show you something because I've struggled a lot to get a good mortar mod, and I could not really get one 100%, but I was able to extract from an old Tushino mode some outdated Tushino mode some mortars. And they are fully functional. The only downplay is that they are using some old ACE mod, so you're not supposed to load the ACE mod anyway. You will have the description and the download link in the description of this video. Here you have everything. I just wanted to start to familiarize you, to show you what it can do, because what you will have at the end is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mortars. From the smallest one, which is, you see, the M224, the handheld version, the tripod version, and you have the Podnos, the 82, you have the the M252, and you will have the Podnos, and what are my favorite, it is the 120mm mortar. They are all fully functional, optics, everything. They are not yet finished fully, because, for example, here in the M224 you will have a Russian optics, but anyway, it just I want to need to work a little bit more on that. Anyway, in this video I wanted to show you the working of the US system, the NATO system, the 6004 system, and the M2A2 aiming circle, how to orient a Western equipment, which is pretty much in fact, I would say it's even easier than the Russian one. And let's just get started. So what we need, obviously, is a good target. Let's pick. Yeah, our mortar is about 4 or 5 kilometers. So let's shell what? It's Paros here, and let's shell the fuel station here, because the gas is expensive, and we just will shell the gas station here. What we need, obviously, the azimuth and the distance, but here we are dealing with NATO mil system, not Russian mil system, with NATO mil system. So we need not a 6000 map tool, we need a 6400 map tool, because we are going to use American things. So we changed the scale to NATO 6400 and put our map tool onto our mortar and our target. We just get that the azimuth is 4566. That's the azimuth, is 4566 NATO mils, and the distance will be 2500. It's 2538 meters, 2538 meters, and the elevation difference is 37 meters, and I am at 3 meters, so the elevation difference is plus 34 meters, and that's just will be enough for our first shot. So 4566, let's get back to our mortar and get our aiming circle. The thing is that here, well, first we need to align our mortar roughly to 4566. If we go a little bit further from the mortar, because they are big piece of metals anyway, and we want to line at 4566. Our mortar now is at what? 0 degrees, and I want to go to 4566. That would be 454, 45, somewhere here. That is 257 degrees, and that will be 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 102 degrees. That would be 102 degrees counterclockwise. So let's go to the bipod, rotate bipod, pick our compass, and we rotate 102 degrees counterclockwise. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 100 degrees. Okay, let's see what we got here. That's 47 whatever, 4,700 whatever, and we need 4,566. So it's 4,000, should be rotated that way. Anyway, we need to rotate a little bit more. How much? It's 4,566. Well, it's 12 degrees. So let's get to the bipod again. That's a crew weapon. You must understand that that is a crew weapon. So we rotate 12 degrees. 10, 12 degrees. Let's see. That is, I think, should be just fine. 4,500 whatever. Yeah, we're just fine. What we do now is we dig in the base plate. And we are going to set up our aiming circle. Why I started with roughly aligning my mortar, because I want to set up the aiming circle somewhere on its you see left side, somewhere there, because I need to see the aiming periscope. Anyway, I go far enough not to be disturbed by the magnetic field, because they are pretty big pieces of metal, and I just set up my Ustanovich M2A2 aiming circle. It doesn't allow me, I don't know why you need to push onto it sometimes 4 or 6 times. Anyway, I set up the M2A2 aiming circle. That is the US version of the aiming circle. It is a little bit I would say not as complex. It's simpler to use than the POP21. Anyway, how do you use it? Well, first what we need is that 4566 is the azimuth we want to intercept. So we get into the aiming circle, and the US aiming circle is a little bit more. It's a bit easier to use, because all you have to do is just to set up the azimuth you want on the goniometer before you do anything. But what the azimuth, in this mod you have magnetic declination 5.5 degrees to the east. So what does that mean? It is that your compass needle will not be pointing north. Let me show you. If I set my aiming circle to the north precisely, and I go my compass, you see the compass still shows the map north, but my aiming circle has 5.5 degrees declination to the east, which would be in mils, that would be 5.5 multiplied by 6,400 by 360, and that would be 97.7 mils. So whatever reading I have in my azimuth, I have to add 97.7, and if I'm going to intercept a course, I have to subtract 97.7 if I want to intercept a course. How do I do that? Well, let me show you. On the map I have 4,566, so I will have to subtract 97 or 98 from 4,566, and that's 4,468. So what I do is on the red scale, on the goniometer, on the reciprocal angle meter, I find the 4,468. 4,468. That's 2,200, 2,400, 2,000, 3,000, 4,468. 4,439. 4,400. Yeah, you need a really sensitive mouse. 68. 69. 67. Well, that's good enough. Anyway, if you set up on the red scale, on the goniometer or the reciprocal angle scale, your desired azimuth, now you rotate the base plate until you find the north. With the arrow keys you do that, not with the mouse, and you are just trying to put those black lines in between the red ones. That's just fine. And when you found the north, that means you zeroed your aiming circle, and now you rotate your aiming circle without worrying about the needle onto the periscope of your mortar, and you make a reading of the goniometer, which is 3462. Make a note of that. What was that? 3462. 3462. You come to your mortar, get in as a gunner, bring up the sight. 3462. 34. I'm now rotating only the sight with the Z and X. 62. That was 62, I guess. 62. And now that I set my sight, I rotate the entire base of my mortar onto the side with the arrow keys until I am in the my vertical reticle is aligned with the optics of the sight. 3462. Now I also need to compensate for the parallax error because I rotated you see a little bit. I went to the left. 3463. Get out. 3463. Get in as a gunner. Bring up the sight. 3463 with the Z and X. I get to 63 and the arrow keys go back. Now I'm fine. I should be aligned exactly to the desired azimuth. Now compensated for the magnetic declination. What was that? That was the 4566. Okay, now let's work out the solution. Well, the sight unit, you always need to check the sight unit. It's not only whatever you do with the sight, whatever you do with the mortar, if you rotate it or whatever, you touch it, you need to, you see with the delete and insert keys, you need to horizont again until you see that the horizontal lever of the sight is aligned perfectly. Anyway, let's work out the solution. What was the distance? Was 2,538. Let's bring up the range table. 2,568, so it's charge 2. 2,530 something, so 1173. You see it's a mortar. The further you want to shoot, you have to depress the mortar because you always shoot high angle. So we want to shoot a little bit further than 2500, a little less than 2550. So I don't want now to mess with much with the calculation. I just want to show you how it works. So I will just do 1170. I set 11, it's 1020 something. Now I set my, and now I'm rotating horizontally my sight. I'm not rotating with the page up, page down. I set the 1170, and now with the arrow keys I raise my barrel until the vertical bubble aligns. Then whatever I did to my mortar, I need to align again. You see, it's misaligned. I need to get the horizontal again, and I need to rotate the base. Wonderful. I switch up the side, get out, it was charge 2. I set a charge 2 impact. I prepare it. Come here with the window key. I load the charge, but I just prepared. Get into the gun. And I switch on the artillery, the bullet cam, and the auto load, the artillery trainer mod, just for training purposes. Let's see if we hit the gas station. Well, I see the gas station in the middle, you see, on the where the road just turns right. Well, that's good enough. Let's just, for the sake of correcting our fire, we shoot at what, 2500 meters, so 1 mil would be 2.5 meter. If I want to put my shell a little bit like 5 meters to the right, I have to turn a little bit right. To do that, I just deviate my sight 2 mils to the left and turn the entire stuff to the right and shoot again. So you see, someone asked me if how do you calculate if your mortar round will hit any hill or something. Yeah, they go up sometimes miles, so you don't really need to worry about it. You see, now we corrected a little bit our fire to the right, like 5 meters, and we just hit the car. So this is how this new mod works. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to play around with it, please download it from the description. And if you have any question, I'm just pleased to answer it. Bye.